Our special guest
Uh-oh.
is the one and only Mr. Tawan Butler.
Uh-oh.
How you doing,
I
Mr.
am
Butler?
doing okay. How are you doing, Mrs.
I'm
Butler?
doing good. I'm doing good.
All
I'm doing
right.
good. I'm
Thank you
glad
for
to have you
having me.
here. I'm glad to have you here on
I
the
feel
show.
I'm your first guest. I feel blessed.
I wanted you
I'm
to
your
be my
first
first
guest.
guest. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you.
Um, I want to get right into it. You
Come on.
have a lot going on right now in your life, and I'm not quite as good as he is with the interviewing, so I gotta go to my notes a little bit because this guy has a pretty long catalog. Okay, so first I want to ask you, what made you feel like the world needed the Front Page podcast?
Uh, I felt like the world needed the Front Page podcast because the world needed my form of view, how I view entertainment. So it's
Okay.
not necessarily because we could have called it the Back Page podcast, and it still would have been whatever I creatively wanted to
But
give
what's
to
that
the
view?
world.
Give us a day in the life of the mind in the mind of Mr. Front Page.
I mean, it's just anything creative. Because as y'all know, the Front Page is monetized on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Round of
And y'all go
applause.
subscribe right now.
Please.
Go
You know what I
subscribe to the
mean?
Front Page.
We are monetized on there, but we are on the Her Freedom Project. And I just, you know, I enjoy what I do. And I feel like I got to give it to the world because if I don't, who will? From my point of view, if I
I
can,
feel that.
if that makes
I
sense.
feel that. Healing the world from your point of view. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so from your point of view, with more people speaking out on platforms like that, podcast, online, things like that, with people speaking out, do you think it's healing the culture or do you think it's dividing the culture?
No, I think it's healing the culture because everything I talk about is events that bring people together.
Not just your show, but just all the podcasts that are coming out with everybody having a voice.
Oh, not some podcasters be out there to divide motherfuckers,
Yeah.
and that's how they make their money for sure. Some podcasts do that, but nah, not over here at FPP. No,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Okay, not over here at the PP.
Nah, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. We don't get
Okay.
down like that.
All right. So now I want to talk a little bit. I want to change it a little bit from work. I want to change it a little bit to personal. You know,
Okay.
the
Yeah.
marriage and partnership and the purpose of all of it. So, do you think men and women view partnership differently when it comes to purpose, or are we finally meeting in the middle?
I think we can meet in the middle, but I do believe men and women look at it differently.
I agree. I think so too. I think
sure,
so too. And it's not a
100%.
bad thing, but that
No, it's not a bad thing.
it's like the outlet and the plug. You
Yeah.
know, they both serve
You need
different
both.
purposes, but you need both.
You need both.
In order to
100
turn that power on.
Yes, ma'am. 150
Yeah.
million percent.
Yeah.
For sure.
Okay. Personal question for you right now.
Come on.
I'm about to hit you in your heartstrings.
Hit me.
When our kids look back on this season of life, what do you hope they learn from watching you build?
That don't ever quit. And if you love something with all your heart, don't ever. Always keep going after it, regardless if people tell you you're too old, regardless if people tell you that you can't do it, regardless, just period. Chase it, because you only got one life to chase it.
Do you hear it? Do y'all hear it, kids? Butler kids?
You only got one life to chase your dreams, baby. That's it.
What's been your biggest lesson in podcasting?
If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. But if you're too ready, you won't be ready for the situation because anything can happen.
Was there a moment that almost made you quit?
Never.
Okay. I knew you were going to say that. When I
Never.
saw this question, I knew you were going to
Never.
say that because just being there with him every day through the
Never.
grind.
I love what I do. It's like,
For some of y'all couples out there, y'all might understand this. When your partner is so engulfed in something and just so about something, and they see a vision that I can't say you don't see, you just don't see it through their scope because you're busy looking at things outside of the scope that are just as important. So I think sometimes with that, you know, it's really important to not give up on your dreams because that's one thing I know for a fact that this man he's not stepped back. He's doubled down. If anything, If
I took
anything,
time
he's
off.
doubled down
I took time off. I took
and
a
took
few
time
years
off and took like
But now I know I shouldn't have.
it was definitely the heart that was involved with it and the love of it. I could see it every day to the point where it would sometimes make us not get along so well.
But you have to be like that. If you're trying to conquer the world of YouTube, you have to be like that. Like I understand what Mr. B says now. Like he wakes up, all he thinks is content. And you really have to think that to conquer the world of YouTube. How can you get better? How can you make more people engaged? Damn, this post did 15,000 views. How can I double it now? Like you always have to think how to
So
make
it's like
better
crack.
content. Yes.
Okay.
It's like you post it and you're
Crack.
waiting on the high.
Okay.
You post it and you're waiting on the high. That's what it is.
Okay.
Because it feels good. Like it's a great feeling. As a creator, it's great to see people get a kick out of something you conjured out of thin air. Like that's a high I can't explain.
I feel that.
That's
I
a
feel
high I
that.
can't explain.
But talk a little bit about the actual business of YouTube and what that could look like for anybody, even me, somebody like me.
I mean,
just a mom and a wife.
YouTube is paying people. There's 8 billion people a day going on YouTube. 8 billion people every day. It don't matter what you into.
Okay, so give me a scenario. Okay, just build me out a page just out of thin air that I could do right now.
Okay.
That would be profitable and evergreen content.
Okay, what you could do, let me see. My wife, she loves the hair industry. She's one of the best hairdressers in the city of Las Vegas, 7320 South Rainbow, the hair company. Y'all hit her, she'll hook you up, black, white, Asian, kids, mixed kids, white. It don't matter. She'll have you tight. But since you do hair, I would tell you to focus on the hair industry because she said she knows a lot of other people out here that do hair at a high level. So I would tell you to reach out to those people, sit down and interview them from your perspective, loving hair, loving the business of it, and how can you get from behind the chair. Because that's really the goal. That's her goal. She's trying to get everybody from behind the chair, but how can we do it? So I would have you just sit down and talk with other women who also been doing hair 20 plus years and how they've doing it and maintain their money and what are their exit plans from getting from behind the chair. Even if you didn't explain your reason from getting from behind the chair, all those women will.
Hell, my reason, I'm getting old.
No, I'm just saying, but all those women will, and then they'll have the content for you. You won't even have to kick your side of the story. So just based on that, that's content right there. And then since there's 8 billion people a day that go on YouTube, there's going to be at least 7 million stylists out of the 8 billion. It's a numbers game.
That's true.
It's a numbers
That's
game.
true.
And at that point, you just build it on YouTube, and YouTube will find your audience for you. They're in the business of finding your audience. They want you to be successful.
And y'all are tuning in to Soulful Sundays, okay? Huh? Go grab you a plate and come on back and sit down, okay?
Nah, for real.
All
YouTube
right.
wants you to be successful. They want, because the more viewers you get, the more money YouTube gets from outside sponsors for their company. So the more bigger channels get, the more money they can get on their end.
But
so
I
they
like the way
want
you
to
break
blow
those
up.
numbers down, though, because I was never good with numbers.
Yeah.
But breaking it down, knowing that there's 8 billion people with a B looking at this platform.
Every
and
day.
somebody has in common something that you do.
Yeah.
And that's just what it is. And it's just taking that and taking the time. And what do you need to start?
An iPhone.
An
And
iPhone?
a Vision.
I can't have a Samsung.
Yeah, you can. If you're
Okay.
a Droid user, you
I'm
can.
not, y'all, but
Well, we're iPhone users around here. But nah, you can pick up your Droid. Life is content in my eyes. How I understand YouTube. Life
Okay.
is content. So you just pull out your phone and film anything. You got to have a creative kind of eye to give it to the world.
okay. And then, so after I film the content, what do I do? Do I need to know how to edit? Are there certain apps that I could use?
Not really, because some people just film on their phone and just post it raw and don't do no editing,
Yeah,
and they
that's-
still get money in their niche, whatever it is. So I wouldn't say don't edit, because you'll just slow yourself down from putting it out.
That's
Just
true.
put it out
That's
there.
true. I feel you.
Just
Because I'm a
put it out.
perfectionist, so I would get caught up in the editing. I'm the type of person who's supposed to be making a birthday flyer 2 days later because I don't feel like it's perfect. The colors don't match and all of that. So I'm that person who will film the content, but because it's not turning out right in my eye or my mind, it won't get posted. What do you say to those people?
I say to those people, put that shit out.
Put that shit out, y'all.
Fast as hell.
Fast as
Because
hell.
you'll never, if you hold on to something, you'll never put it out. If you baby something, you can never watch it grow because you're going to baby it too long. And then when you put it out, you'll see what's good about it. And the thing about YouTube, they show you if they like your video or not. YouTube tells you, your audience tells you. So it don't matter what you think, you're trying to please an audience. It's the audience retention line. So you don't know how do people like your videos until you start putting out videos.
Okay, I want to take a little different turn here, but I want to keep it on the same subject. I kind of want people to understand how easy it is to get started and that it really doesn't take a lot and it doesn't take a lot of money to do something like that, like even a podcast, or you don't have to have a podcast. You can just teach people from what you know. But I wanted to change the gears just a little bit.
All right,
I wanted
change
to ask you if there was anybody in this world that you could interview, living or not living.
Too
Who
many
would
to
it
name.
be? No, you get one. One's got to
There's
go.
too many. One
Gotta go.
But
Who you
it's
get?
too many names because I feel like I'm on the journey I'm on right now as a 45-year-old man. There's too many people that I would need to talk to go to where I'm going. So to just put it into one person, that would be hard because I'd be missing so much game from somebody else. Even though I'm going to need the game from who I want.
What a slick talker. Answer the question,
But-
sir.
But I would say on the journey I am on right now in life, Mr. Beast.
Okay.
There's nobody I would want to talk
There's
to
no
other
wrong
than
answer.
Mr. Beast. That man single-handedly has more subscribers on his channel than Netflix. There is nobody else I would want to talk to on this journey that we on right now. There's nobody else that could school me better than he could.
Actually, I'll put it into these words. If you could have, this will give you a little more flexibility. If you could have a board of advisors, anybody,
Oh,
shout
yeah.
out Alicia Little. Come on my show, Alicia Little.
Alicia, you better get to her Freedom Project.
For real though. If you could have a board of advisors, who would that consist
How
of?
many is on my board? How many?
I'll say 5.
5?
Yeah, I'll say 5.
Okay. I'm going to take Mr. Beast for sure.
Okay, we got Mr. Beast,
Mr. Beast. 50 Cent
50 Cent.
is definitely on my board of advisors.
Yep.
Jay-Z, definitely
Definitely a tycoon.
definitely on one of my
sure.
board advisors. The CEO of YouTube, definitely one of my board of advisors. And believe it or not, Tyler Perry, definitely
I believe it.
on one of the board
That's
of
an
my
incredible-
advisors. I
I want
couldn't
to sit
fail.
in that room.
I
wanna
couldn't
sit in
fail
that
at all.
room.
I couldn't fail at all.
I wanna
So
sit in that
50.
room.
So I said 50, the CEO of YouTube,
Mr.
Beast, Tyler Perry, and Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Them is my board of advisors.
You can't go wrong with that one.
Not at
I
all.
like that.
Not at all. You can't fail at all. No matter which corner you turn.
All right, Mr. One Gotta Go, Mr. Tawan Butler. Where do you want to see your page? Where do you want to see your channels, your projects in a year when you look back? Where do you want to see things going?
Progression for sure, but I just want to see the content get more creative. That's why I want to see where it goes. Because I understand with YouTube, as long as you don't lose your passion for creativity, the money comes just because you dedicated to what you do.
Okay. So on top of those people that are unknowingly on his board of advisors, we got to get them on the front page.
We got to get them on the front
gotta get
page.
them
I
on
would
the
love
front
to. At
page.
50, I met you before. Don't act like I ain't met you. It was. Don't act like I haven't. I'll tag you on this video, bro. You know, he was only sitting in the studio with Chad Dawson for 3 hours one time, nigga, and I was there.
And he remembers.
Hell yeah, he's gonna remember. But yeah, I would tell everybody to go to YouTube because there's 70. No, remember I was telling you, the CEO of YouTube. That's why I want him on my board of advisors. He said content creators made over $70 billion over the last 2 years. So I told my wife, I said, do you know what 1% of that is? That 1% of 70 billion is 700 million. And then I said, fuck it. Well, what if I just sucked at creating content? What's that? Half of that. That's 350 million. But what if I was just super sorry and nobody ever liked our shit? Well, we'll make $500,000 a year. Because half of 1% is still 350 billion. So if you take half, 350 million. So if you take half of that, 2.5%, that's still 175 million. And if you take half of that, that's still 85, 70 something million. And take a smidget and a smidget of that. And I was like, babe, and I asked her, and she could tell you, I said, do you believe I'm creative enough to make enough to get a percentage of a 0.5% of YouTube's money? She said,
And I
hell
said, yes.
yeah. So I said, shit, that's $3 million a year if I'm horrible. Period.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's $3 million a year if I suck. They got people on YouTube who's not good, and I'm not going to knock a creator, but consistency pays you.
All right. So my last question for you is, if you could tell a kid coming up, we have our own kids, but they live with us every day, so they don't appreciate shit we do. You know what I mean?
They
Like,
don't.
oh, that's just
They
my
don't.
dad.
They
We'll be
don't.
walking and that's Mr. Somebody.
They
Dad,
don't
how do
know.
you know those people? Why do you talk to strangers? You know, so, but to another kid who's aspiring to, you know, be in this field and be in this thing as it blows up more and more as the world gets more attached to it. And I'm sorry, y'all, that's my son calling. As the world starts to pick it up more and more because it's on a good path and it's on a good movement. But what would you tell a kid who's aspiring to have their own channel? Or I don't think kids think about podcasts like older people do. Like, I think that's for the old people. But
No, they don't.
the kids are more on streaming. But even with streaming, what would you tell them?
Film they self, I would say go at it, because YouTube is literally going to take over. Cable TV is going to be obsolete. Everything is going to go to YouTube. Sporting events, they already started sporting events. But, like, there's no longer need to work with HBO and Stars and Cinemax because everybody can be their own Spike Lee. So I would tell them, just whatever you love to do, film it every day. There's 8 billion people on YouTube every day, and 400 million of the 8 billion are kids their age, just on YouTube every day. So if you play Roblox, film yourself playing Roblox every day. If you like doing face makeup, film yourself testing shit out every day. If you like playing basketball, film yourself shooting basketball every day. There's 8 billion people on YouTube every day looking for entertainment. It never fails.
That's true. I remember our daughter's post. I think it was on TikTok, but we're about YouTube over here.
YouTube is the only one that pays like
it's the only one that truly pays if you're going to put the work into it.
Put the work into YouTube, for sure.
But our daughter did a Dollar Tree haul, and people really tuned in and watched it. Like, I could not believe it.
They did.
But they did. So that it always goes to show me that people will watch anything. If they're into it, they'll watch anything.
Yeah.
And those 13-year-old girls and the makeup and the skincare, like, that thing is going crazy, and it has been for some years. But I just definitely see that people will watch anything for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
So
you added it right, they sure will. There's 8 billion people. You guys got to remember that. There's 8 billion people every day that go on YouTube. You can't miss if you keep shooting.
Well,
Period.
Mr. Butler, we're going to wrap this thing up. Thank you so much for coming on the
Thank you for
show. Thank
having
you for
me.
being my first guest. I feel privileged.
I feel privileged.
Thank you.
This was great. You made me feel at home. Everybody got to come to her Freedom Project.
Oh, you're always at home on the Freedom Project.
You know, this was real. This was nice.
Thank you.
Got it nice in here.
Thank you. It don't smell like roaches or nothing in here, do it?
Champagne and everything
This is
in here,
nice.
you know? Real bougified.
Where's the
I
champagne?
love it. Terramana,
you made that.
sorry.
Okay.
Terramana, I'm sorry.
All right, well, guys, stay tuned for episode 2 of Her Freedom Project. We don't know who it'll be, but you got to stay tuned. All right.